What's up, everyone? I want to talk more about how to squad wipe in Apex Legends. This is a part 2 video. I will link the first video I made in the description below. And there are two things I want to say. First off, that is squad wiping in Apex Legends is difficult, and don't feel bad if you're not able to do it. And it's extremely difficult to do in ranked matches or when you're going against any pre-made squad that is very good, because good players aren't going to let this happen generally. But the key to being able to squad wipe any team is always isolation. You want to try to focus it into 3 1v1s. Alright? So here in this first clip, my lifeline goes down. I see her getting finished by this caustic. And he was pretty weak, so I was able to just knock him real quick. And then my next move is just shield swap on his box. And then kind of sit for a second to see if his teammate pulls up, which he does. And I'm able to knock him. And Lifeline is going to spam her res. And I'm going to hit a couple big shots on her. And squad wipe. Boom. Done. You see how I had isolation in that clip. Alright, so here, I rolled up to this building thinking this whole team was split up. But when my Bloodhound scanned, I realized they were all together. Now, I know this path is right above me, which is kind of sketchy. So I throw a vertical nade to see if that does any damage. And it doesn't. I then realized my teammate got knocked and he quit the game. He's on the first floor. I see someone on the second floor, I throw my ultimate, it's pretty ineffective. Second teammate goes down, so I send it. I knocked the lifeline, but I was getting shot in my back, so I pull up here to heal. I only have 2 cells. I'm going to pop 2 cells, I'm going to hold this door, because if they climb up, I need to cut off an access point. They do, they kick it down. Hit the Mirage for 40. The Wraith swings on the other side, but I hit her for 60, and then I hit her for 85, so I knock her. Now I start to hear the Mirage rezzing, and I can't see him, so kind of shooting in the direction, and I miss. I take high ground back for just a second, and then I realize they're getting hit by my gas still. And boom, he hadn't healed, so I was able to get the squad wipe there. Now, in the past video, people said Caustic's easy to 1v3. I'd like to see you use some other legends, so I have a variety of other legends in this video, and here we have Wraith. And we're pulling up to this building. Throw a couple nades in. I'm able to get a knock with this thermite here. I try to enter through this door, but Rampart blocks the door with one of her walls. So I take a different way to get in the building. I hear the lifeline res going. So I knock the Loba again. He's rezzing her again, so I just right here I go for the thirst. That way I don't have to worry about her rezzing the Loba again. And now I take a lot of damage, so I phase out. Alright, both my teammates are already dead. There's nothing I can do to save them. I'm gonna go back for banners, but I have to heal first. And my teammate says 2 groups, so that means 2 teams, right? So I hear an alternator. And I'm looking in the kill feed to see if they finish. And then right here they do. So I'm going to take one more syringe. I'm going to full heal, right? And then I'm going to send it. And as I'm climbing over the wall, I start to hear a lifeline res. And I see her on my left. Alright, so I knock her. Now keep in mind I'm pretty weak here. So I'm going to thermite that to kind of cut off that right side for just a second. I hear the path grapple on me. And boom, squad wipe. Alright, so right here, my teammate was playing a little reckless. So she gets knocked. I throw a thermite down there so that kid who's trying to thirst her isn't able to do that. The Hemlock is insane this season. I'm able to knock the Gibby right here. So I pop this bat. I hear a Revenant totem go off. I see the lifeline start to res the Gibby, so I'm going to hit a vertical grapple here. Go over the shield. Knock the Gibby again. Try to kill the lifeline. She knocks the Gibby again. And right here I just punch the drone. If you punch or shoot the drone, it cancels the res. So I know it's just a 1v1 now. And he's in shadow form. So I send him back to the totem. I know right where it is. I have time to pop a battery here. And now my confidence is really high because I know I can win this 1v1. He just came out of shadow form, so he's gonna only be 50 HP with whatever shield he has. I miss a few EVA 8 shots, but nonetheless I get it done. Alright, so when you're pulling up to this building, things can get a little sketchy because there's a lot of angles here and people can drop on you from different floors or take the zip line up to you. And with the audio in this game this season, you can just have people on you that you didn't even hear. Alright, so I thought the Wraith saw me from the roof. So I sent out a decoy and she didn't see me. But I got scanned, so I have Mirage ult on the right, and then I'm going to swing left because it's going to distract him. I'm going to miss a bunch of shots here. Then I hit him for 96 with the Mozambique. Yes, you saw that correctly. I'm going to send a decoy on the left, and I'm going to swing right. I'm able to do a ton of damage on the Wraith. She's going to queue out, and I'm going to chase her. My teammates thirst the Bloodhound for me. I hear the Wraith fall in the lava, and I know she's going to die because she was one shot. Alright, I get the Elim on her. I start to hear the third teammate, and they're above me. I'm trying to figure out how I'll climb up there. I know one of my teammates is engaging Minner right now. And I see if he wins it, which he doesn't. Just to give him the benefit of the doubt, and then I knock her. And squad wipe. Alright, so right here, kind of turtling in this building for just a second. Because I know they all have high ground on me, and it's kind of a sketchy angle for us down low. The Bloodhound tries to pull up, and I do a good amount of damage, and so does my teammate. I'm able to knock the lifeline here. I know their third is in there. He just knocked my Pathfinder. So I'm trying to thirst the lifeline here to get a shield swap. That's the only reason why. But I take a little too long, and they knock my other teammate. And I hit a quick scan, know where he is, and he jumps right on me and hit a triple tick. Shot, and we got a squad wipe. Okay, here. This is a clip on how I lost at 1v3. Alright, so this was a sweaty game. There's 3 squads left. The 2 are starting to fight over there. My teammate, I just respawned, so he really doesn't have any loot. So I kind of have to step up here if I want to pull this win off. So I see they're fighting, and as soon as we get to the building, it's already over. Alright, but you got to get in there because you don't know if one's down or they're all weak. You just don't know. This Wraith's camping on this door. I knock her. I can't get in that doorway, which kind of screws me up. Because this Bloodhound has a better angle on me, but I'm able to hit some big shots on him. So right here, we're trading blows with the Peacekeeper. I knock him. I'm going to phase out. But I should have phased up on top of the roof. Because high ground is always king. So I'm going to pop up out here. My teammate says the Rev is pushing me, but I don't see that happening. So I go back in. There's 2 are down, so I got to be aggressive here. They're actually rezzing. And right here, I missed the door kick, which screws me up. He hits me with a Mastiff. And he's playing on his teammate's knockdown, so he hit me twice. So I'm one shot, but I hit a shield swap. And right there, I missed the shot on the Bloodhound. Revenant comes from up the stairs. I knock him. And right here, I should have slowed down. Because the Bloodhound's on the roof and he just got res. So either the Revenant had gold bag, or the Bloodhound has to heal. And nonetheless, I got scanned and I peeked too far. I thought I was around the corner, but I wasn't, and I died. So I should have just popped the med kit, or at least just went up top. Alright, right here, this is just a early game fight. It's nothing crazy, but I want to talk to you about patience. Alright, so when you're scrambling for early game loot, things are kind of hectic. They get a gun. I start to run. I'm trying to see if my teammates, they're either going to win it or they're going to lose it, but nonetheless, I can't really help. So I pull up here, I grab this wingman. The teammate that had the most health and the best shield just went down. I grab a sentinel. Alright, so you guys got to keep in mind, like, what guns you have and what your health's at. There's no reason for me to run in there and try to save the day with this sentinel and this wingman, because these guns are good from medium to long range. Just because your teammates went down doesn't mean you're not able to still help them from a different angle. You don't have to run in there and try to play hero. So I knock one, which is huge. I can kind of see the second teammate looting my teammate's box. So I'm like trying to get an angle. And boom. It was only a 2-man, but I got the squad wipe. So patience, guys. Just because your teammates die They might leave the game, but hey. My teammates stuck around and we got the win. Alright, so I bloodhounded ult. I had scanned. I saw 3 in this building. I knocked this Wraith. And I stuck her teammate with an Arc Star. Right here, I'm going to try to finish this Wraith real quick. Bloodhound drops on me with a Mastiff. So you see how I slide out and I turn on him. So I want to draw space between me and the Mastiff. I see my teammates close, so I have enough time to hit a shield swap, and I know the third teammate was weak because I stuck him with an Arc Star, so I scan, and boom, that's a squad wipe. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please consider subscribing.